Hello, how are you doing? Actually, it's been a while, so it's nice to see you again. I can see some people on the screen. Thank you so much for joining this live. CPI. We have CPI coming in the next 25 minutes. So we are going to be talking on what we are going to be expecting from this right now. So this is make sure that you like this live. It will attract actually so many audience to actually join us as you're going to be trading this live right here. So make sure that you like. I don't see people liking. Make sure that you do that. You can comment down on this, just interact on the chat sections. We are going to see what is just going to be happening there. I can see Roy is here. Roy, okay, I can see Splitter. Hello, how are you? Daniel John, how are you? I actually saw your comment very early. I saw your comment so early. Percentage, how are you doing? I can see you. Today is going to be very exciting. Sorry, I missed actually the CPI data. I missed that. I missed CPI, and actually and a lot of things to share on the CPI. And the moment I saw that data coming, because I saw so many people lost actually because of that. There was a very big trap actually that happened on terms of CPI, and so many people got into that trap, and it was very crazy. Clinton Modamia, how are you doing? Welcome. Janet Mubua, how are you doing? Hi. David Mohura, how are you doing? Elijah Kimani, how are you doing? Now let's just talk about the CPI data now. Thank you so much for seeing you around. Elijah Kimani, NFP. Yes, I missed that, but let's just talk about the CPI that we have right now in the hands. There are some positions that was running here, and because of what maybe we are expecting now, I'm going to change the perspective. I'm going to change things. I'm now going to change. What do we expect in this CPI data? I've actually compounded some research here that we got, and one thing that you actually have to know here, let me just close my WhatsApps. One thing that we are very sure on this, let me reduce that. Yeah, you can see your comment section down on here the moment you just do that. Now in this CPI, what we are expecting one thing, and one thing you can just be sure of this is that I have my positions running, and I was looking to see whether I can just take a short sell from around the gold sign on 2085 all the way going there, because gold is actually overbought right now. The people are actually about that, but we're going to talk the difference here, because it is going to be a very big difference between trading gold and currencies that are going to be affected by CPI. If you don't know that, gold is very different. It can be affected differently from like other pairs when we just get exact like the other resort, and we're just going to be having something different. And the moment we are done with this, the moment before we get that data to be printed, I've given you my predictions of what we expect from this market, and yeah, of what we just expect from that. So I'm planning to, let me just close off the position, because I'm going to be taking them in the next, like when them, because this market can just go again to 2080 before going down, if that is what we'll be expecting. But I'll just be giving you my predictions at the end of it. So let me just take that $100 here. Have some positions that are actually even running on this one here. So this was a very long buy that actually happened from I made on 16th of February up to this place, and you can see that was very amazing. I'm going to close this as well, so that you can just be waiting to see what we are going to be getting around there. How long can you hold a position? Let's see. I'm going to take another different direction, to see what we are just going to be getting around. Yes, so one thing that you can see that the CPI that is actually expected to remain at this level here. So we are expecting to see 3.1 change, and what experts predict here, the analyst, is that they are predicting that the annual CPI is actually going to remain at 3.1. Remember, 3.1 is the data that has stayed here for a long time, considering what we've just been getting from this all the way from this period right here, because you can see from July 12th, that is last July 12th 2023, that is when we got 3%, and from that 3% we earned another 3.1% on December last year, 3.1%. But below 3, you can see actually it has been a while, like from around 2022 or 2021. Yeah, so inflation has actually been a very big threat in the US, and that's why the Federal Reserve and to cut the interest rate, but because of the threat that has just been going on because of CPI, then we are expecting at least the Fed to cut the interest rate this year at least 3 times. So is this going to be an hope for interest rate cut, or this is going to make them that we are going to see losing hope on the cut of the interest rate from that? So this CPI that we are going to be getting here is going to be very, very, very important. And why is it important? First of all, as we said earlier, for those who have been joining the CPI live, we said that first of all we have to determine the goals. We have to determine the goals. What is the goal of Federal Reserve? What is their goal? What is the goal of Federal Reserve? The goal for the Federal Reserve is actually to bring the inflation at 2%. Their goal is to bring the inflation at 2%. Is this inflation going to 2%? And that is a very important thing that you actually have to be looking at. What the data we've been getting for a while. What is the course in case we just get the CPI heading to where they are expecting? Okay, their expectations. That is one thing that you have to be looking at. But what is one thing that you can actually notice here, the NFP employment has just been going up, and I think that is the reason you can see that the CPI for the month of February actually just went up from we are expecting at least to see it going up 0.4%, and I think is because of that and that. So but you can see the annual is just expected to go to 3.1%, and that. So this, let's talk about how it's just going to be affecting the currencies pair that we have, more so on the gold that has been hitting around 2080. That is actually the highest. You can see the movement that gold has been making, the same that we have been seeing on the other side of Bitcoin, where Bitcoin has actually been forming another high. Also, we are seeing that gold is actually made another high after hitting last time 2145. Now we can see it actually hit around very higher places. These around 2094, 2194, almost 2200. That's big. That's big. That's big. So what do we expect from this in the next 15 minutes to come? In the next 15 minutes to come, the inflation is still up, and one thing that you can note from this is that in case we just get the CPI that is higher than this, like for example, we are going to be, if we get like for example higher than 3.1%, like 3.2%, it's actually going to change things, because now this will just indicate that for sure inflation is now 120 feet in the US, and the rate cutting now may be something else. It will actually be the where we are expecting to the interest rate to be cut at least 3 times now. Maybe it's just going to stay that way. And for those who are trading gold now, that is the time maybe we are going to see a very big move for the downside move. because now that can attract now either the Federal Reserve, because you see how they are being expecting the economy to correct itself, to see how things are doing without intervening to the interest rate. That now can cause a lot of volatility. And by knowing just inflation is just coming up, then I think gold is going to move so down from that, even if we just get 3.2%, because so many traders have been expecting to see any data that is going to at least move the gold to correct from 2090, 2194, 2170, at least to be back below, that is 2100. That is what people, so many people just be expecting from that. Before I tell you what I expect from this, what if we just get a lower data that is 3.1%? That will be actually another good sign, but not a good sign in terms of trading, because the inflation still is will be coming down. That is expected. The inflation, yes, according to the economy signed, the inflation, yes, is coming down, and it will just be ending to the target for the Federal Reserve, because expecting 2% is a very good sign for the US dollar in future to come in terms of the economy. And that, because it can attract the Federal Reserve now to come and cut the interest rate, now that is what can weaken the dollar so fast. And that is when maybe we can see gold may move up to 2200, of which one thing I would just notice on this is that even if you just get lower than 3.1%, gold is already up. And I think there are not so many people who are interested now to like buy more of gold, because it's now very risky to buy the gold at the current price. Is actually very risky from that. It's very, very, very risky. I think most of the people who are going to be getting more advantage of this market are the people who are going to be shorting this market. And in case you get this market actually even buying, for example, if you're trading gold, if you're just going to be getting, this is just a tip I'm giving you before we get the data. So in case you just get this market buying from this position and then gold moving up, for example 2200, then this market, the gold is already very up. Let me just use another indicator here so that I can just show you something. You can see it is actually has created another high across this area, and we have been expecting at least to see a good move around this position here, because you can see that one around this area 2190, around that area. So there's high chances that this market, in case we just get it crossing and moving up, then I think don't rush to buy. Don't rush to buy. In case this market buys from this position, don't rush to buy, because I think gold, so many people now have been targeting, traders have going to find at least one thing to justify the move that is going to be correcting this, going to move at least to 2100, that direction. So it's going to be very risky for you if you see this market moving up and then you just jump so fast to buying. It can cost you badly, because this market can move up even to 2200 in ended, and that we just get, in case we just get that, and it's going to be something else, trust me on that. What if we get the CPI, or for example, what if we get a positive result here, like for example we get 3.2, 3.1, 3 over 3.1, that is 3.5, then you actually have to know that is going to be so amazing. It's going to be so amazing over here. And one of my chances that I can say is that we may be expecting at least to get above 3.1 1 that we have here. Maybe it can just be 3.2, 3.3 that we can just get from this market. That is according to the analysis, the overview that I have, according to that research that actually I've done on that. But don't be you know, when we're just trading news, we're just going to find the positions that are just going to be helping us here, but that is not actually. Make sure that the moment you're just trading on that, you be very careful on that. But what I'm expecting from this market is that below 3.1 is going to be a surprise to me, but my expectations is to see at least the CPI that is actually coming down over here because of what we've been seeing recently. For example, you can see the February inflation actually was up, and we can see the inflation is still coming up from that side. So more of this, I can say that mine is to just expect this market, whether it buys, I'll still be looking for more. Of what I'm be looking is to be looking on shorting this market. That is what I'll just be looking on this market. So I'll be buying this one. I said buying is going to be a problem here. Is for you can see how gold has been shooting, and now we can just be expecting result from at least to correct from that. And at least let's hope we get, at least you can see the countdown has started. Let's just hope you're just going to be getting at least something like that. And I'm going to take that risk to see what is just going to be happening. I have $5,000 here. Okay. So today I did not join very early, so to explain what is CPI, how to calculate CPI, you can join our last previous live that we did, and then you can just check that to learn more on CPI, that how is calculated, how to just do that. But I hope that one thing that I wanted to say on this, so that it can just help you on that, I hope it's just going to be helping you. And let me show you on phone, because that is what I'm going to be doing here. So if you are on this live, make sure that you like. Let's see what we are going to be getting from this market. Okay. So my position is still open on my phone. I don't know if this camera can focus still, but I don't know. Okay. We are almost to the time, but one thing that we discussed earlier, don't be tempted to put the buy stop or sell stop. The market can just be triggered, and then you're just going to be losing a lot. Okay. Let's focus on the gold. That's why I think it is good to be talking about, so that for those who like being confused, then don't get confused. I'm going to put, let me put 15 minutes time frame so that you can see this well. But you can see how this gold has just been moving all the way here, and the chances of reversing from 2168 is actually very higher from that. But let's see whether you're just going to be seeing this move that is going to be happening on this side, on this area. So less than 6 minutes, we're just going to be getting that. You can see now it is trading around 2171. Let's see what we get from this market. What is just give us this area. Five minutes to go. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get from these positions. We have 2 minutes to go. Let's see. So what we have said is that we are going to be waiting for this market. In case the safest is going to be at least a sell, but if you enter and buy, it's going to be very risky for you, because this market can shoot very up and then come down so fast. So it's not going to sustain the buys. So no hard feelings. No hard feelings for this. Let's see. Let's see what we got. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Is there cutting interest rate this year or no? Are we going to be minimizing that? Is the goal for cutting interest rates this year? This is CPI is very, very important. Very, very important. So important. Very important, trust me. Very important. Very important. Make sure that this CPI is very important. Seconds to go, and then we'll just be looking on that. Make sure that very ready to enter on that. The movement has already started. The movement has already started. I've not yet entered any position. I always wait for the data to be released, but I'm very fast. You'll not be late in case we just get a hate data that is going to be printed. Don't rush. There is no hurry. Let's see. Sell. Sell. Sell, 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 sell. Sell, sell. Sell. Sell, 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 sell. Wow. I'm going to continue now. Thank you. We are selling. I've already sold. So I told you we are going to be getting at least the data here. We have got 3.2. 3.2 printed here. 3.2%. Yeah, 3.2%. I think now we can be having a correction from the gold side now. Yeah, that is what I have been expecting to see, at least something good from that. So 3.2, it's not that big, but at least it's a positive data. It can give and go ahead for the gold now to start correcting. Let me put mine live here so that we can see what we get here. Oh, this is what we got. Don't worry, we got 3.2%. Gold has already moved to 1962. So if you entered early, I don't know how you enter this, how you get your news on this, but I will show you the next time we just get that. But I think with the time, gold is going to be now go ahead for selling from that area of 1970. I think now is a go ahead. We can just get that moving from that area. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I still have, I don't know, people think that 3.2 is less, and there's a lot of things that are holding gold back to correct nicely. There is a lot of things holding gold to move from that, but I think maybe with the time we're just going to be getting a good move to the downside. Let's hope so. It's back to 1972, 2172 with this positive data that we got here. Let's see, 2175 from 2162. Let's see. Okay. There's something that is holding this gold up, and I think 1974. Okay, 1972 again. Okay, gold resort, bad move. Gold resort, not that bad, not that nice move. So for the gold that has moved 1974, that could have been another good one. Let's see. I'm going to be finding at least another entry up in case it hit 192170 something, and I'm going to be seeing. So because of this move, I may be scalping now from the result we are getting here is not pleasing from what I expected. I expected at least it to move at least down, you see. Yeah. Okay. It's back to 2173, but already we got 3.2%, and maybe within the week we may get a correction from that. Within a week we can just get a correction. At least gold can just be moving all the way down to 2130. That would be nice to us in case we just get something like that. Will be nice to do that one. That will be nice. So I'm leaving this position to see how these things react. I can see some of the position are green, others that I entered around 2165. Okay, let's see what we get here. I'm not giving up on that. Let's see. Let me just give it time to see what we get. Yeah, but that is 0.3.2%. The inflation is still becoming so hard to defeat in the US, as we said earlier. it's been very hard actually to fight this inflation to come below 3 point, that is 3.0. Has been a very tough journey, and I don't know, but the way we're expecting at least the Federal Reserve to cut the interest rates this year, I don't know, but that hope it can just be something else. It's just going to be something else different. Let's see what we just get from this market. But you can see the results are perfect. There is nothing bad about this. Core CPI is nice. CPI is good. CPI, annual CPI is actually very nice, and I think so many people are on this. So there's something actually I missed to tell you about the gold compared to other currencies. For those who are in the group, I just mentioned that, and let me just mention this so that you can understand things that you're expecting here. So if you see, for example, let's just go to the Euro USD so that we can just note something different. If you go to the Euro USD, let's just go to the Euro USD and see what has actually happened. What has happened to the Euro USD? Let's see. Also, the Euro USD has actually gone down a little bit, and now you can see it's almost now trying to move again up after forming this cut that we see here. Let me put 15-minute time frame here so that you can see the candle that is being formed here. You can see that move. So one thing that you note about this is that Euro USD can actually move and maintain the positions like that, but when it comes to gold, it can either continue buying, and you expect it to sell and then not sell at all. For the Euro USD, it can just move favorably because of that those are the currencies. For the gold, it can just move in it can maintain in a bull move for a long time, just the same thing that we have seen Bitcoin doing from 16,000 up to 72,000. So that is crazy, and that is the move you can get from the other side. So this is crazy move that you can just get from gold. I can see it is still trading 21.77. That is crazy move that actually happened here, and 21.75. So there's a very big fight that is happening between these two guys, and I don't know why we get positive result, but still the buyers are on it. The buyers are on it. The same thing that happened with the NFP, the same thing that actually happened. Oh, sorry. Let's see where this move takes us. Let's just see what this move takes us from that. Okay, 21.76. Mm. $21.78 is actually going back to the normal highs of 21.84. 21.84. This is crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, no problem. I'll be looking to, in case it just get 21.80s, I'll still find the position to short from that, and then because it is still operating 21 under 21.62, if I just get position 21.60 21.80 just and the position just closes below 19.62, it actually depends on the risk tolerance that you have. Even if mine will just go to 2,200, I'll still be in my percentage of losing because I do normally enter a very small lot size. So that is what we can just say from that. Make sure risk management is your thing. But you can see that big move that we got here. We got a positive data that we expected. We expected to see inflation coming up and then go on to short. It has actually done that in a few seconds, and then it is now back to the original positions. We got the expected data to be positive, and now gold is back again to the position of 2178. What can we say from that? Let's just observe this. I'll be sending screenshot of what we just get in case this market tries to come from that positions. Thank you so much for those who have joined this live. I'll be posting other results that we get from the gold side here, because I can see it is 182181. Okay, and thank you so much for those who have joined live, and those who have liked this video, those who have interacted. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good evening. Have a good evening, and I'll see you during the week. We also have some more data that will just be coming up. Make sure that you always join us live so that we can just talk about this that we get from the market. Yep. Okay. Mm-mm-mm.